Nemechek that bounced off him.
Bobby Hamilton Jr. was glad to see those guys go straight then. They made contact enough to really upset the car. Bobby Hamilton Jr. on the bottom side, Matt Kenseth in the 17 on the outside there as they go down the back straightaway.
We have trouble off turn number 2. That's Chad Chapin's car spinning back up into the field.
Yow!
Jason Keller going around. But it looks like everybody's going to get away fairly innocently enough after trouble right in the middle of the field on lap number 2.
I cannot believe that somebody didn't get in the wall there. Apparently we have a little problem here.
That's the Lance Hooper car. You see he's gotten into the wall. The right side sheet metal caved in there, and a hunk of it missing from over the left front tire as well. And I would assume that to be the piece of sheet metal from Lance Hooper's machine.
That's the left front corner there. It certainly is.
Not good on lap number 3.
It's definitely not the way you want to start the race, for sure.
So Mark Martin got out front and has paced the first few laps, but we're under caution rather quickly here, just 3 laps into the event. And that accident with Chad Chapin, he was right smack in the middle of the field in 16th position.
And to really set it off there, he got tagged from behind. He's trying to get control of the car there, going round and round. Everybody behind him trying to figure out where he's going. He goes back across. Very, very, that's what set Jason Keller off, spinning round and round down the back straightaway.
Wow, that was lucky. A lot of people doing some great driving there.
Absolutely.
They drift up on the racetrack more, as you can see there.
Basically, in turns 1 and 2, the surface is a lot smoother.
Trouble off of turn number 4. Dave Blaney into the outside wall.
Caution's out.
Yeah, he hit very, very hard. You can see
A lot of oil.
Wow.
Stay real low. That's the 20 car up against the wall there, blowing all the oil.
The pole sitter for today's race in all kinds of trouble.
Hank Parker Jr.
Now, you heard the spotter calling out there, a lot of oil, stay low. Maybe he got into the oil. Jay Sauter has also gotten into it, and he's whapped the outside wall.
Yeah.
The interesting thing, Kenny Irwin did stay ahead of the leaders on this, so he will stay on the lead lap also.
Not a good weekend for Hank Parker Jr. He crashed in yesterday's final practice. This was the backup car. It made it 13 laps into the race.
Jay Sauter, you see the right front of that car way back and turned out to the outside. They'll have to do a lot of work if he plans to ever get back in the race today.
Boy, Blaney's car's a mess.
Yeah,
And the hard part, as soon as that tire comes apart, all that body work's going to get worse than just that little piece right there. It's going to start tearing the fender, the hood, and then it's really going to be a mess.
See Hank Parker Jr. moving around inside his car as the pace car picks up leader Jeff Burton and slows the field. They've got pit road closed right now for the leaders, so we shouldn't see any pit stops for most of the cars that aren't damaged because of where Hank Parker Jr.'s machine sits at the head end of pit road. There's the Parker Jr. car right at the opening to the pit lane. So NASCAR's got pit road flagged for the 3rd time already in this event.
left side of that car, a lot of damage all the way back.
Boy, it's been a trouble-filled opening 30 laps of this race. We're only at lap 32 now, and already we're seeing caution here for the 3rd time. Kenny Wallace, the Winston Cup veteran, starting back in 29th position. He was running in 25th at the time of the accident up in turn number 2.
It doesn't look like he made contact with the wall, but you see the donut on the door there, right where the 5 is on the 25. It's made contact with somebody, but I don't think he actually hit the wall anywhere. It was probably contact from the car unit.
Take another look at it. Here's Kenny racing Mike Stefanik.
Mike Stefanik on the outside. You see the back just start wiggling like that. Jimmy Johnson goes to the bottom. They make contact. That's the donut on the door.
Gordon's car. Car in trouble off turn 4. That's the Kenny Wallace machine once again.
Caution's out.
Did he hit something this time, Tony?
I think he definitely hit something. And that could have been from earlier. It may have broke something on the car that he didn't catch in the pit stop. It actually ended up biting him later on.
You can see the left front tire not even turning. It's just sliding along the back straightaway there.
Caution is out once again. 2nd yellow in a row involving Kenny Wallace. And the Missouri native having a very difficult afternoon here in the first 50 miles of this 300-mile chase. He's got some serious damage this time. barn and suspension just being ground off, or at least what's left of it, as he drags that left front corner along the pavement.
You have a sway bar and everything just in front of that tire up there that goes across the front end of the car, and that's all that sparks you're seeing.
But going into 3 is a totally different circumstance.
Well, I told Elliott Saturday night, he said, how'd you like turn 3? I said, I don't think I hit the same line twice. Every time I went in, I was on a different groove, and you can see cars struggling. There's a car sliding all the way up right there.
There you see it, turns 3 and 4. Here at Lowe Motor Speedway with Martin in front, Gordon in second. On the line, in third, oh, we've got trouble. Spinning, looping car high in the corner. Daryl Lanigan, and the number 90 is in trouble another time. Mike Stefanik. Nose is off on the Stefanik car. Here comes your leader back to the stripe. Mark Martin pulling through, and this will bring out the 5th caution of the day. And look at the front of Mike Stefanik, the former national modified champion, and the 61 badly torn up as well, Daryl Lanigan's car. A hard hit. And you know, the record for this race is 10 cautions back in '94.
I think we got that
pretty
big.
hard on it.
Absolutely. And you talked about Mark Martin taking the lead. I think we should tell all the fans out there, today we looked at Mark Martin's...
Sawyer trying to get around the lap car of Kevin Grubb and see if he can do something with Jeff Green in the 10 car.
Oh, Joe Nemechek in trouble in the 87.
Bobby Hamilton Jr. nipped him in the back bumper. Look out!
I don't think he hit anything.
Get it started up.
Brian Patty, Nemechek's crew chief.
Spins it around. After 4 tires, he'll go back around probably and then come in the pits, take on 4 tires.
Fine, you didn't hit anything.
You've never been told that in a race car, have you, Stuart?
I think that guy might be my spotter.
Great job.
He has to calm me down a lot. That's the hard thing. He knows he's got to get it started and get back around before everything.
Mike
leaders get around.
McLaughlin caught a piece of that. That's not good. Yellow fever is the way to describe this race so far. Not even at the 100-mile mark. We're still a lap and a half away from that. This is the 6th caution flag.
Right now looking to the inside of Burton as they come off turn 4 and down the front straightaway. Oh, he gets
trouble.
tagged.
Elton Sawyer tags Kenseth. He spins. He's going to come back across the track in traffic. Oh, just barely misses him. Caution is out.
He's back underway right now. No contact with other cars, but a lot of damage to the right front corner.
Here comes the race back to the caution flag. Burton is inside of Gordon.
Gordon just drove it on down in the corner with no respect for it at all. But now we have Jeff Burton coming back.
New leader as they come to the stripe with 8 laps to go is Jeff Burton. Wow, what a twist of events here. A frantic scramble trying to get through traffic to the front for final positions in the race. Matt Kenseth gets tagged by a car on the tail end of the lead lap and crashed. And while they race back to the caution flag, Jeff Burton passes Jeff Gordon and takes the lead. 8 laps to go. We will get this one restarted. Don't go away. Anything could happen in the final laps. Matt Kenseth was racing for 3rd position. You look at his heavily damaged car on pit road getting repairs as we get set for the final laps of the Carquest Auto Parts 300 position, trying to get Jeff Burton for that spot. They came off turn 4. The 98 right of your screen is Elton Sawyer. He was on the tail end of the lead lap on the restart.
He just gets tapped right there. He cut across trying to get the edge there coming out of the corner. Got tagged into the outside wall.
I don't think we can blame that one on Elton Sawyer. It looked like Matt might have come across the front of it.
He was. He was trying to catch the second place car. You can see right there. He held his line. Couldn't do a thing about it.
And Matt is along for the ride there. Oh, and Hornaday just missed him. His championship rival, Todd Bodine. Jeff Green to 4th spot. Bodine back to 5th.
Jeff Green down in turn 1, right on the white line, following Martin. Not giving up any real estate to him either.
Now Martin must deal with Jeff Gordon for 2nd as Jeff Burton gets away. He can't mess around long behind Gordon if he's going to have any chance at all.
Here he comes. He's making a move on the inside off turn 4. And Green right with him.
Martin to 2nd. Now Jeff Green will try and get 3rd. Meantime, Martin, you look ahead. He's got some ground to make up if he's going to have a shot at Jeff Burton for the race win.
Jeff Green now taking over 3rd spot as they come off turn 2 and down the back straightaway.
Jeff Green around Jeff Gordon. So the point leader up to the number 3 position. Matt Kenseth has brought his car onto pit road. He's going to the garage. so he'll not be able to limp the final couple of laps around to try and get a top 10 finish out of it. Kenseth is done. And there are now 2 laps to go.
Mark's got a great car, but I tell you, it's going to take a great car to get Jeff Burton. As he comes off turn 2, the car looks like it's glued to the bottom of the racetrack.
There's Kim Burton looking on as Jeff tries to score his first NASCAR Busch Series win here at Charlotte. Remember, he won the Coca-Cola 600 1 year ago. But his best finish in Busch Series competition here has been 4th on a couple of occasions. Farther back, here are Kevin LePage and Elton Sawyer racing Kevin Harvick for position. This would be for the 7th, 8th, and 9th spots as the white flag is down. Final lap for Jeff Burton.
Jeff Burton has about a 15-car length lead on Mark Martin as they head into turn 3.
He fell back as far as 26th with an out-of-sequence pit stop in the early moments of the race, roared his way back to the front, and he's going to pull the upset today as he comes to the striped checkered flag for Jeff Burton. He beats Mark Martin and ends Martin's victory streak in this May race here at Charlotte. Said at the top of the broadcast, a lot of folks in the garage were telling us this morning that Jeff Burton had the car to beat his teammate. He has done it. As Mark pulls alongside to offer congratulations, Jeff Burton, the winner, will go to victory lane when we come back to Charlotte in a moment.